Okay, amigos, let's spend a few minutes and talk about the preterite of AR verbs in Spanish. Remember, the preterite is a past tense. In English, most of the time, you get the preterite by adding the letters ed onto the end of one of our verbs in English. So, like you would say, I jumped. That's a preterite verb in English. Another one, I don't know why I'm all active today, but I kicked. Those are preterite ed. Some of them don't work that way. You can't say I runned. We say I ran. That's an irregular verb in English. But your AR verbs in Spanish, the only thing you have to do, it's just another set of endings. You learned the present tense endings were o, as, amos, an. So now you learn a new set of endings that go, and that gives it the past tense when you use this ending. So for the yo form, you're going to take off the AR like you normally would, and you're going to add the letter, you're going to say A. You're going to put A at the end, okay? Make sure you put that accent mark in there, because if you don't, it changes the meaning of the verb, okay? The to form, when you do to, you drop the AR and you add aste, A-S-T-E, okay? When you do the el, well, let's do it this way, el, ella, usted form of the verb, 1, 2, you're going to do oh, that is your ending for the LA in usted form. Now, here's another one. If you forget the accent mark in that one, that's a big problem, because if you remember, the O is the yo form in the present tense. With the accent mark, it's the L form in the preterite. Okay? Nosotros, nosotras. Just scoot on over right here. This one, it's kind of funny. It's exactly the same in the present tense as it is in the preterite. The way you determine is by reading the sentence and determining if there's anything in there like that dictates the past, like last week or last month. If you see something that puts it in the past, then that's how you know you're talking about the preterite. Then we've got ellos, ellas, and ustedes, and you drop the AR there, and instead you add ARON. That's your ending for a preterite verb. So this is for every regular AR verb in Spanish in the preterite. So a couple of good examples. For example, if you want to use the verb maybe bailar, to dance. Everyone remembers to dance. If I conjugated this, yo bailé, tú bailaste, él, ella, usted bailó. Notice I'm putting the accent on O, bailó. Give it a little bit of a goose there. Then you say nosotros and nosotras bailamos. That's exactly the same thing as the present tense. And ellos, ellas, ustedes, you drop the AR and you add bailaron. So there's your verb in the preterite. I danced, you danced, he or she or you, sir, danced, we danced, they danced. Okay, ed on the end of all of them. Okay, you can do other verbs. Let's get another verb up there. How about, I don't know, pintar. Pintar is a regular AR verb, to paint. If you want to say you painted, you would say yo pinté, tú pintaste, él, ella, usted pintó. Whoops, sorry, pintó. Painted, he painted. Whoops. All right, nosotros, nosotras pintamos. It's the same as the regular preterite, present tense. And then ellos, ellas, ustedes pintaron. They painted. Okay, so all your regular AR verbs are going to work just like that. All the regular AR verbs that we go over in this module, unless I tell you otherwise, are going to conjugate exactly like this. Okay. There's only one little exception, and if you think back to when we did commands in the last module, the ones that end in CAR, GAR, and ZAR have a problem. It's the same pronunciation problem they had before. So a verb like tocar, when you conjugate it in the yo form, you have to change the C to a QU to keep the K. So you say yo toque. If you don't use the QU and you leave it as a C, it's tose, and that's entirely wrong. Okay, so it's just the yo form. If you do the tu form, tu tocaste, see the C is fine there, so you don't have to worry about it. Él, ella, usted, tocó, nosotros, tocamos, whoops, and then ellos, ellas, y ustedes tocaron. Okay, so it's just the yo form. GAR verb like llegar, to arrive. Let's scroll up a little bit. It's the end of the day at work. That's why you hear a lot of noise. Llegar. You take off the GAR, and then remember GE doesn't work because it gives it a h. It gives it a soft sound. You have to change the G to GU. Yo llegué. Yo llegué. And then the rest of the verb is normal. Llegaste. Llegó. Llegamos. Llegaron. No problems with the rest of it. And then a ZAR verb like comenzar, to begin. The Z is just never followed by an E in Spanish. So yo comencé. Yo comencé. And notice this is a stem changer in the present tense, but not in the preterite. So comenzaste. Él, ella y usted comenzó. Nosotros comenzamos. Ellos, ellas y ustedes comenzaron. Okay. So there are all your verbs right there. Those should all be pretty. You just got to study and you got to learn. Just got to watch out for the CAR, the GAR, and the ZAR at the end. Okay. There's going to be some practice activities that come after this, and there's also going to be a little key points right below the video here. So if you look over that, go back into the textbook and look in the textbook, and that'll go over it as well. And then you can also please email me with any questions you have, and I can get those answered, especially if you're having trouble with the activities. Okay. So have at it, and let me know if you got any problems.